Okay, baby, we are back here with the wheel, the wonderful wheel. And right now, we're gonna spin it and see what we get. Let's go. Come on, baby. Give me something good. Give me something good. Give me something good. Huh. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. The Declasse Merit, otherwise known as the rear drive, the right wheel drive Chevy Impala. You know what? I think for this one, I'll also cover the police and taxi version as well, I think, for this. So, alright, the Declasse Merit. Alright, let's get on with it. I literally had to steal Michelle's car and start a new game to finish getting the footage for this video. 2003 Declasse Merits. What are the merits of this car exactly? Tune in and find out on this episode of Regular Car Reviews Liberty City. Well, I can see this car can be a taxi cab or a police car. I know it ain't got much else to offer, but let's get to the review, yeah. I said, are you gonna be my girl? Oh, yeah, right. 2003 Declasse Merit. You want a police car, but can't afford one? Here's the next best thing money can buy. Not necessarily a sports car, this car offers plenty of pep for your buck and a rear-wheel drive drivetrain to boot. I find this is odd. This car is rear-wheel drive, considering the car it's based on, but I'll get to that in a minute. The Merit started out its humble life in GTA San Andreas, where the car resembled a first-generation Mazda 929. I'll be honest, I have never heard of this car until today. In fact, I'm not even sure if it's an American car, like built for the American market. From what I gather, it looks like a longer version of a 626, but what do I know? The design changed drastically in GTA 4. The Merit now resembled an 8th generation Chevrolet Impala. Now, whoo boy, the 8th generation Impala was, well, to put it mildly, different. The name was brought back in 2000 after its previous run ended in 96. The last true rear-wheel drive Impala was gone, and in its place was a front-wheel drive car instead. Now, I'm not saying that's bad. I can see why GM did this. I believe GM wanted to use the Impala for the W-body platform, but instead of turning into some kind of high-performance car like its previous incarnation, they wanted to turn into some kind of economical and inexpensive car. And they use the Impala nameplate because, well, it's relatively well known. Now, that doesn't mean there wasn't any kind of performance options. While only a 3.4 and 3.8 liter V6 were offered, it did have a supercharged model of the 3.8 on the Impala SS, albeit it was still front-wheel drive. But it did make 240 horsepower. The downside is, however, GM only made 2 transmissions for the Impala, both of them being 4-speed automatics. Also, is it me, or does the rear taillights look like an R32? Just me? Okay. Just like its previous generation, the Impala was also offered as a police package. In fact, some departments still use these things. Hell, last time I checked, my old hometown police department still use Impalas, which, looking back, it kind of makes sense as well. Nobody ever drives fast enough to outrun them, so, you know. Under the hood, the Merit features a longitudinally mounted double overhead cam inline 4. As I've stated in the past, if Rockstar had made a V6 model for their cars, they probably would have put it in here, and that's why I believe this car is a V6. Handling for the most part is very good, and it's funny that the handling for both the taxi and the police version handle about the same. The taxi has the slow acceleration out of the three, making the standard Merit taking the middle spot, with of course the police car taking the top spot. Can I also take a moment to say that I really like the paint job on the police cars in GTA 5, not just the Merit, but also the Vapid police car in GTA 4. They put a lot of detail trying to replicate the design of the New York Police Department. As you saw in my previous photos in there, I had some pictures of a NYPD Chevy Impala, and they really did a good job with the livery or the design. It really does look good compared to the bland and boring generic GTA 5. I mean, it might be based on real life California design. I don't know, but still. Well, there you have it, folks. I literally had to start a new game to get this car to spawn, but it was totally worth it. Another car off my list. Now I can focus on more important stuff, like making more of my summer car videos and watching dumb YouTube videos. 2003 Declasse Merit. Not quite a police cruiser, but god damn, it's close enough. I'll be honest with y'all, I kind of wish this review went a little bit better, honestly. I think I just got burnt out because I was searching for 3 days for this car. For some reason, it wouldn't spawn. And this car isn't like that rare either. Like, the Merit spawns fairly easily, but for some reason, it just wasn't spawning for me. But the taxi version and the police version were spawning just fine. But yeah, I do like this car, mostly because it's based on like an Impala. I always saw the Impala as like just a generic car, and it kind of is, I suppose. And I suppose the Merit is also a generic car, and that's kind of like I said why I like GTA 4, because they have more pedestrian vehicles, not just like supercars. I mean, the Infernus rarely ever spawns in GTA 4. It spawns so rarely. I think it has its own cheat code for it. That's how rare it is in the game. Cars like the Banshee and stuff like that, they're like a rare car to find. So yeah, but overall, I think this was a decent little car. I did have some fun whipping around the corners and stuff because, like I said, it is rear-wheel drive. One thing I noticed is on all the models, they put the license plate on the driver's side of the bumper. Now this is even on the base Merit, the civilian model, I guess you can call it. And I think Rockstar did this kind of as a rather than making a separate model for the license plate, they just put it on the left, on the right, on all the vehicles, so it wouldn't have to like change it around or something like that. So that makes sense. But yeah, it's a pretty good little car. I remember having tons of fun driving the taxis, whether it be the Merit variant or the Vapid taxi. They were always a lot of fun to drive. I think the Merit being the best because it has better handling than the Vapid. The Vapid was always kind of bouncy, so it definitely had good handling. That's all I remember about this car. It had good handling, and it's rear-wheel drive. What can I say? It's rear-wheel drive. You have lots of fun with it. So honestly, it's a pretty good little car. And the police car variant is super fun because it's super fast, as a police car should be, So yeah, that's basically it for my video. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, and I will see you guys next time, hopefully with a My Summer Car video. I'm also going to give you guys an update on my new job. I just got a job as a entry-level technician at Honda, so I'll definitely tell you all about that in another video. So I'm out of footage right now, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.